Alright, this is Andrew with Jota Home Inspections. Today is June 10th, 2024. We have the camera pushed out 130 feet to the city connection. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. We're at 1367 West, 500 South. We have the camera 130 feet. This first connection point is called the nose on. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. Looks like an okay connection there. A little bit of an offset on this first joint where the pipes have slipped a little bit, created a little lip. Looks like clay pipe so far, from what I can tell. Kind of has that red terracotta color. Now, one thing I noticed for a good majority of this line was that there was standing water in different areas. Standing water indicates that you have bad grade. I see running water, and so I'm wondering if I've pushed into the city line already, because I'm not running any water from the house. It could just be that because I'm moving my camera through the line, that's causing it to drain some of that standing water. In addition to, well, with the standing water, that indicates bad grade. And when you have bad grade, that means waste can get stuck in the line. It's just going to sit there. And that's what we're seeing on the screen now. If enough waste gets stuck in the line like that, it can create a blockage, and then it can back up into the house. There's more waste. There's a big piece of waste. More standing water. Cleaning the line can help, but it's really not going to fix the bad grade. The only thing that will fix bad grade is to dig it up and re-slope the line. This is enough water that it's covering my camera head in several areas. So a lot of times you'll have water that builds up and it'll wash out that waste. And so it's possible that some people might not experience a backup, but it's also possible that if waste gets stuck in just the right way, it can cause a backup. Again, more waste. At a minimum, I would have the insurance on this line. That way, if and when it does back up, they can help offset that cost. Here's a real low spot with an offset. This was a spot that I had a hard time getting my camera over because it drops down real low. We're transitioning to cast iron. Cast iron gets real rough and rusty. It will eventually need to be replaced. You could have this line coated where they clean it with like a chain cutter. Not only would that make it smoother and less likely to back up, it would also allow the line to be evaluated better. It can be really hard to see much with all that rust and buildup on the line. Cast iron can get cracked, and that's not something I would be able to see today. Now we're coming back up the roof stack, so nothing to see here. So just to recap, The line is pretty flat, and so that's going to allow waste to get stuck. Already there's a lot of waste that's just sitting in the line, and that can lead to backups. It can be real expensive to fix bad grade because you have to dig it up and then re-slope the line. Under the house you still have a lot of cast iron. Cast iron gets real rough and rusty and will need to be eventually replaced. At a minimum, I would recommend cleaning the line and getting insurance, but it's still going to have bad grade, and so it's still going to have potential issues in the future. The best option would be to dig it up and replace the line, but that's going to be the most expensive. I'm going to end this recording now.